I never thought that we will be learning Swedish. But here we are. We have a playlist that I will put at the end of this reaction because I feel like it's the funniest way, best way to learn about a language.
Ja.
Like listening to videos are at least interesting because going to school and stuff, I think is the most boring way to learn language. I don't think we're ever going to be fluent in Swedish. But yeah, apparently Swedish sound like music.
Oh.
I never thought about that, but it's gonna be quite interesting by See It in Swedish YouTube channel. It's our second time reacting to him actually, so yeah, let's get started.
Super. Hi everyone and welcome
I don't know what
to
that
another
means.
video from Say It in Swedish. I'm your host Joachim and today we're gonna talk about Swedish prosody. And if you don't know what prosody means, it is basically the music part of a language. It's the melody, and it can tell us so much about
It's
what's
like
being
prose,
said,
right,
and
in
the
a
mood
poem?
of the speaker and what is
Or-
emphasized in a sentence and so on. But there are a few key things to
What?
stop.
Ah.
Be quiet. Before we start, I wanted to remind you of sayitinswedish.com as always, where I've got more free content for you for learning Swedish. There is a free beginner course over there, and if you want to support me and unlock some extra stuff on the site, you can do that on Patreon. All the links are in the description down below. When talking about prosody in Swedish, we have three major things to talk about. So we have word stress, sentence stress, but we also have word accent, which is something that I've talked about in another video. You can check that out here. That's a bit of an old video,
Pitch
and this
accent.
video is gonna basically replace it a little bit. And yeah, it's a brief video, but it talks about a lot more than just the accent, right? So when talking about word stress, major thing here in Swedish is that all stressed syllables are long. So either you have a long vowel and followed by a short consonant, for instance, but we can also have a short vowel followed by a long consonant. And this is something that we have in Swedish in Sweden, and it's called the quantity rule, kvantitetsregeln.
So is it like the double consonant or not necessarily? Like when a word finished by TT instead of like just one T, it's become long, you know? I don't know.
Means that we have a long syllable, but either the consonant is short and the vowel is long, or the vowel is short and the consonant is long. And I have an example here to so that you can hear what this is about. So we have, for instance, mäta, which means to measure.
Mäta.
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 We also
Mäta.
have mätta. Mätta.
Mätta.
Mätta.
Or majta. Mätta.
Mätta, which means to feed, to make someone not being hungry, to feed basically.
Oh.
Mätta. So as you can hear, mäta has a long vowel. And
Mäta.
mätta has a long consonant. Right?
Mäta.
Mäta. Mätta. Here's the
Mäta.
difference.
Mäta.
The difference,
Yeah.
they are
Mäta.
not the same word. Mäta
Mäta.
and mätta.
Mäta. Mäta.
Mäta. Mäta.
Mäta. Mäta.
Mäta.
Mäta. Who told you to be
Forest
there?
is scary. Can you hear the difference? Mäta, long
Mäta.
vowel, short consonant, and mätta,
Mäta.
short vowel and long consonant.
Yeah.
Mätta, mäta, and mätta. Let's take a
It's
few
gonna be a
examples so
song.
that you can really hear
Yeah, I
the
mean-
difference. So we have the city Riga. Riga.
Riga.
Long long vowel, I'm sorry, and a short consonant. Riga. Then we
Riga.
have the verb rigga, which
Riga.
means to rig. It's a loan from English, so
Riga.
to rig.
Riga.
Rigga. short vowel, long consonant. Riga,
Riga.
Riga.
Ri-
Alright? Then we have
Wait.
Riga.
Riga.
Short vowel,
Riga.
long consonant. Riga, Riga.
Riga. Oi.
Alright? Then we have
Wait,
Riga.
so the short consonant have 2G. I thought it was going to be the opposite. But now it's confusing because it's like the opposite. It's like RIGGA. The G is pronounced quicker, shorter. So it doesn't mean that because there's more letter that it's longer in that sense. But
Zeta. The
Zeta.
letter Z or Z. Zeta.
Zeta.
But we also have Zeta, which means
Zeta.
to sit down.
Okay, so when there's 2T or two consonant, it's actually short. The consonant is short, and so it's easy to remember.
Zeta. Zeta.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a problem, right? This one, the T is pronounced longer. And this one, the T is pronounced shorter. So more letter doesn't mean that it's longer. Actually, it's the opposite.
In order to put or set something. Zeta.
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 So
Zeta.
as you can see or
Zeta.
hear here, these stressed syllables are
Zeta.
always long. It doesn't matter if the vowel is long. If not, the consonant is gonna be long. And now since we are talking about individual words, let's talk about the word accents. And this is something that is super fun to talk about because this is what makes Swedish stand out among languages, and also Norwegian. It's what makes Swedish so lovable and so fun, and it
Lovable.
gives Swedish this sing-song accent that a lot of people love and are curious about. And the fun thing here is that we have this with Norwegian, but not with Danish, although Swedish and Danish are more related than Norwegian and Swedish. So that's a weird thing.
Ah.
At the border, Swedish and Norwegian are sometimes hard to differentiate from another. So that's a total it's a totally another video, but it's something fun to think about. So in Swedish we have two word accents. We have accent number 1, which is also called the acute accent, and then we have accent number 2, which is also called the grave accent. And the first accent is your average type of accent. I mean, other languages have this accent as well. It's just a raising tone. It sounds like this. Anden. Anden.
Anden.
Like this.
Anden.
Whoop.
Anden.
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 This means the duck.
The
right?
duck.
Anden. And then
Anden.
we have accent
Anden.
number 2, the grave accent, which is the fun accent. It's a melodic musical accent that we have in Swedish. And the remarkable thing here is basically that, yeah, we have two syllables that are stressed with this accent. So any word with this accent has to have a minimum of 2 syllables. So here we have the word anden.
Anden.
Not anden, but anden. And
It's the same
Sound.
thing.
It sounds very similar. Wait, let me close my eyes.
so here we have the word anden. Anden. Not anden, but
Anden. Anden. One is even like.
Done. Done.
Both are high pitched, but one is. It feel like an exaggeration.
Can it be done?
I don't know. I feel like the rest of the word it's the same. It's just the beginning.
anden. And it's a kind of a falling tone. To me, it's like it. There are 2 peaks. Basically, we have a major peak and then a smaller, not as high peak. So it's basically a falling tone, but it goes like this. Another classic example of 2 homographs, 2 words that look the same but have different accents, in this case, are tomten and tomten.
Tomten.
So,
See?
tomten
Tomten
Tomten.
and
Tomten.
tomten.
and tomten.
Tum den tum den tum den tum den tum den.
Yeah, one is like funny. It's like high, low, and the other is like it's stop. There's like a break in a way.
Tum den tum den tum den.
So tomten is the definite form.
Tomten,
of
tomten.
Tomt. The here where I am, the private property here is the yard. It's where your house is. It's the tomt, and the definite form is tomten.
Tomten.
But then we have the definite form of tomte, which is tomten. And
Tomten.
tomten means
See, it's very expressive, like tomten, tomten.
Tum den.
It's like your body move when you speak. I don't know. Do you guys move your body like tomten? Feel like you need to move your body when you speak.
the gnome or Santa Claus, Father Christmas, tomten. So we have tomten.
Tomten,
Tum
Tomten.
da 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 da.
That's this. Tomten.
tomten,
With grave accent. Tomten.
tomten.
Tomten. It's the rising tone. Tomten. And then
It's
we-
right. That rising tone. It's not only. It's like musical or theatrical, like in a way, like theatric.
falling tone. Tomten.
Tomten,
Goes down. Right?
tomten.
As I said before, check out my video on this in the card.
It's
here
really
for
theatrical,
A bunch of more
like-
examples of the difference between accent 1 or the acute accent and accent 2 or the grave melodic musical accent. And before we move on, to
I
the
feel like
second-
the more melodic, it's less the accent that everybody use. I feel like maybe people speak more in straightforward way. The first one that he did.
and stress.
I don't know.
I just wanted to give you an example of a word that utilizes accent 2 or the grave accent without being just 2 syllables, but more than that. So we have the word motorsåg,
Oh,
which
du
means
gör.
chainsaw.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
So we
whoa,
have
whoa.
the word motorsåg.
Motorsåg.
Du gör. Du gör.
Wow, it
Du
doesn't
gör.
read like it sound. Huh? Need to close your eyes.
2 syllables, but more than that. So we have the word motorsåg.
Du gör.
Motorsåg.
Vad är du gör?
Motorsåg. See, where's the R? Motorsåg.
Which means chainsaw. Motorsåg.
Oh.
Motorsågsmassakern.
Du kör
The
med
Chainsaw
saker.
Massacre for you film buffs out there.
Yes, det är som jag säger.
Chainsaw is motorsåg.
Motorsåg.
And here we have more than 2
Motorsåg.
syllables. We have motorsåg.
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 Motorsåg. And I
Motorsåg.
say såg because I have the R and the S there, so it's a retroflex sound, and I talked about this in these 2 videos that you'll find in the card as well. So the thing here is we have 2 things.
Motorsåg. Motorsåg. Motorsåg.
Then unstress. Do. Såg.
Motorsåg.
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 Motorsåg. Motorsåg.
Motorsåg.
The second
Motorsåg.
syllable here is totally
Motorsåg.
unstressed.
Motorsåg.
You
Motorsåg.
could almost leave it out and you will still be able to recognize the word. So motsåg. Motsåg.
Motorsåg.
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 Mot. Down here.
You sound like a...
Motorsåg. Motsåg. So a Swede would definitely recognize this word without this.
You explain very well.
syllable.
When you're high, you're
Oh,
stressed. When you're
right?
low, you're unstressed.
But this brings me to my second
That
point
means I'm
here.
always stressed.
This is a compound.
Thai is a very high pitch. So she's always
stressed.
stress.
Motor. Also a word
Motor.
with a grave accent. Motor.
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 And then såg, which means
Såg.
motor is motor saw basically.
Ah.
It's a compound. And with this rule of thumb, you will be able to spot a word with accent too, because compound words, they get this. So you'll find this musical accent in compound words. Great, right? You will find it in a lot of group 1 verbs if you check out my lessons on sayitinswedish.com.
Modersmål.
I talk about verbs
I like
in
this
groups,
word.
and group
Which
of one
word?
verbs
Modersmål.
are all the
Modersmål.
verbs that you would create
Modersmål.
on your own.
Not
By
motorsång.
just adding an A, for instance.
I said modersmål.
These,
Okay.
in their infinite form, they will get this accent. And obviously, also, the first syllable has to be stressed, or else we won't have this grave accent. And before we end this video, obviously, we need to talk about sentence stress. And sentence stress in Swedish is very, very interesting because in Swedish, all important words are stressed. All important words are stressed. And
See what I said earlier, that like the language of every day? All the words that are important, there's no like like this.
Modersmål.
It's no, like this one would not be an important word.
And
So
all other words, they lose their accent. And this is because these accents, they are pretty much defined on stress, you know. So the stresses get these tones. But if the syllables in these words are unstressed, we won't have these accents or these tones. So, like I said, all important words are stressed and all other words, they lose their accent. And here's an example. For instance, we can say trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas.
trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att
Example. For instance, we can say trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas. Träffas. Trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas. Like a A or E. It depends.
Trevligt att träffas. So,
Trevligt att träffas.
trevligt att träffas. Träffas is emphasis there. It's
Träffas.
trevligt att träffa.
Träffas.
Trevligt
So,
att
if I say
träffas.
trevligt,
Trevligt.
trevligt, it's
Trevligt.
a word with a grave accent, with this melodic accent.
Trevligt.
But in this sentence, trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att träffas.
It's a monotone, right? Trevligt att träffas. And träffas gets this accent.
Yeah.
But if I emphasize trevligt instead, it sounds like this. Trevligt att träffas.
Trevligt att
Trevligt
träffas.
att
It sounds different.
Trevligt.
Very different.
Träffas is monotone.
Träffas.
Trevligt.
Trevligt.
Att träffas. You
Träffas.
hear the difference here? I hope that you
Yeah.
can. I think this is very, very, very interesting. Now, your takeaway from this video.
I mean, people will still understand you even if you don't do the whole thing. I guess it's just for like just speak like a local. Like speak like all people speak. You
Yeah,
know?
it's like normal because like when you're the owner of the language, you always speak with emotion. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Be that word accents, they aren't really that important.
It
I
doesn't
they
change the
don't have
meaning
them
of the
in,
word. So at
Finland
least there's
Swedish,
that.
for instance. So we can understand.
I guess maybe
as
change
well,
your
but
emotion,
some
like you
dialects
said.
don't have these accents as well. Stress is super important for Swedes to understand you. So if you want just to work
Maybe
on
there's a
your
different
Swedish
meaning,
so that people
sort of.
will have the patience with you to understand you and listen to you, work on stress and syllable length. Word accent is just nothing you need
Okay.
to prioritize, right?
Trevligt att
It's something you can do
trevligt
later
att träffas.
if you want to sound like, if you want to sound Swedish and tweak your pronunciation. Word accent is a fun thing, but not necessary. All right, that was quite a ride.
That was good.
Yes,
These
actually.
videos are so informative.
Aw.
I feel like I've learned what a stress word is. And a unstressed word is logical.
But still, it's still like need a lot of basic.
They should call it like emotional and neutral instead.
Yeah,
because you're not stressed when you speak high.
yeah, right.
Maybe because you look tense a little bit. I don't know. I feel like it's just Ati decided to word it, but emitting video. Now, I have something here, like our playlist to all of our Swedish video that we did. You will see that from the beginning, we kind of evolved, and I think we're getting better now. Yes? So if there's more video about the Swedish language, let us know in the comment below. Okay.